I want to talk about a particular topic.
Really?
Yes,
Oh.
I got a youth thing I want to talk to you about.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yes. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
right. So here's that study that came out from was the Georgetown University that talked about young people leaving the faith at the age of 13.
Yes.
Now this has always puzzled me. I'm like, I think of myself as a 13-year-old. I mean, and that was just yesterday. I
Yeah,
mean,
right. I'm still like 13, pretty much.
and I say to myself, like, at 13, was I thinking about that I didn't love the faith? And I'm okay, different time, different family dynamic, right?
Right.
So I was listening to a priest who talked about this recently, and he was saying that what it really is speaking about is their rupture in their faith life. So just hear me out and tell me what you think about this.
Okay.
So he says, okay, let's say that you had been praying for Grandpa had cancer,
Yes.
and you were praying as a young person, you know, in your maybe 4th, 5th grade, right? And you're praying and praying that Grandpa doesn't die,
Yes.
but then Grandpa dies.
Right.
And no adult came alongside of you in that time
Right.
to help you understand God's plan.
Right.
And that all you think is, well, I prayed and God didn't answer my prayer. Grandpa died.
Right.
And so then God can't love me. God has what how can I trust him because he didn't answer my prayer?
Right. Right.
I mean, and I was like, wow, I think he's onto something,
I do
because
too.
if we do not walk alongside of young people and help them understand that just because the prayer wasn't answered in the way we had asked, or something horrible happened, right? Maybe
Right.
a friend got in a car accident and died. I mean,
Right.
you think of all of the things that, young people's life that they encounter, or suicide or
Right.
something, right?
Right.
And if no one, whether it's their parent or a youth minister or their pastor or a teacher, doesn't help them to understand, then it becomes this rupture in their faith life.
Yes.
That's how then I could see someone start to walk away from the church at a young age. What do you think about this?
I could see that. Why would I stick with that?
Right,
Why
right.
would I do that? And I think our relationships these days, our human relationships, I think part of that, it's focused on outcomes. It's like, what can you do for me?
Yep.
And then,
yep.
you did it. Oh, you're my friend. Or what can you do this for me? Oh, you did it. You're my friend.
Yeah.
So now we get to the outcome of prayer. I prayed for this. It didn't happen the way I asked. That's it. And
Right.
I've been there before too. I've almost walked from the faith a couple times. Like I'm out. Like I don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah.
And because this doesn't make any sense to me. And then it was like, well, wait a second. That's not the thing. And I share a story all the time with about a friend of mine named April that I was friends with in high school, and we lost touch. And then the miracle of social media, you get in touch. She's married and has kids. I'm married and have kids, and we're like, oh, you have a beautiful family. What have you been up to? All this great stuff.
Yeah.
So months later, she private messages me, and she says, I know what you do for a living. I know you're a praying man. I want to ask you to pray for me. And I was like, absolutely. She's like, because I have cancer. I was like, oh, you got it. You got it. And so I prayed for her, and I was like, what else can I do? And then I would go out and I would speak. And during my talk, I would talk about my friend April with cancer. I would stop the talk. I would ask everybody in the room to pray a Hail Mary or some prayer for April and her family, for healing, for peace about what's going on, but most importantly for her and her family to know that Christ was walking with them through all of this. I have to stop for this guy, don't I?
That'd be good. I mean, it's a crosswalk, but and it's
Yeah.
not red. I don't know.
It's
It's hard to say. I
And
think
then
the
this
Christian
guy.
thing to do is to stop.
I think so. Here I am talking about praying for people, and like, I'm not stopping for you. You figure it out. I have coffee to get. Why don't you stay on the side of the road? You pray your own Hail Mary while I'm getting my coffee. So,
Oh my
sorry.
gosh! I gotta get the coffee here. We're gonna be in trouble.
Right. This is your opportunity to pray on the side of the road. This is the way I'm ministering to you. This is the way I'm guiding you. So anyway.
Okay, so April.
So
you prayed for
April,
her.
yeah. So I would pray for her, and then we would pray a Hail Mary or something, and then I would take a picture of the group.
Oh.
And I would private message her. I would say, I just want you to know this entire group prayed for you and your family today. And then she would message me back and she would say, thank you so much. I feel the prayers. I feel Jesus walking with me through this. I feel him with my family. My family feels it. And so over and over and over again. So over and over and over again, I heard confirmation from her that she feels the presence of Christ through all of this. Then on New Year's Day, a few years back, looking through Facebook, scrolling through, and her page comes up in my feed and her husband has written on it. And he says, you know, last night, April passed away. And I was kind of shocked at myself because sometimes my head goes, "Oh, we prayed, and why, you know, but I didn't go there. I went to, I know because she told me up until the end that she felt the presence of Christ. That relationship is more important than life or death on this earth, and she knew that relationship. So I know that when she died, she knew who he was, and she knew where he was. And I thought that was the prayer.
Well,
that was it. And so,
and I think we have to look at that. Like, we're praying for their physical healing many times, right?
Right.
But there's that spiritual element that we don't know what their need is in order to be saved, right? And and for her to reach out to you and to say, I need prayers, like, you know, and for those groups of people to know that yes, their prayer was answered in the spiritual realm.
Right.